right, hey guys, welcome to the Tyler and Neil Explain Everything. We're actually explaining the news today.
We're going to explain the news. We're going to play a news article to you so you know everything about the news.
This is where we're going to give you one topic better than any news organization or media outlet has given.
Name one better than us. Say it out loud. You know why we didn't hear it? Because it's not true.
Yeah,
and we can't hear it.
It's definitely not true.
Tell no lies, hear no lies.
So you're telling me there's no chance.
No chance for what?
That's the title of this one.
Oh, so you're telling me no, there's no chance. I like how you did that.
It worked.
Whatever.
So Black Adam is no longer part of the first chapter of the DC universe.
Wait, so that extremely expensive and mediocre movie is not the new, what is it? The tides of power have changed? What did he keep saying? Balance of power. Sorry.
Yeah.
The tide knocked over the balance because it is not there.
No, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
So this may be a little bit more of a deep dive, but there's so much to talk about here.
So much.
The Rock just came out with a post on Instagram, and here's what he said. And I want to break this down for you guys because this is not true. He goes, first of all, my passionate friends. Really?
How does he know we're passionate? And also, we're not your friends. You won't even return my calls. I'm calling constantly.
We do an entire segment called Will It
And
Rock?
all they say is, like, you have your people answering. They're like, hey, this is a car wash. Stop calling us. And I'm like, whatever. Answer The Rock. I know where you are.
I know you're in there. I can see you behind the counter.
I can see him. He's ducking down.
Yeah, he can't.
He's scared of me.
He's too big, too.
He's too big.
Can't get in that car.
Your arm's sticking out. You can't work out 8 times a day.
He said, my passionate friends, I wanted to give you a long-awaited Black Adam update regarding the character's future in the new DC universe.
Long-awaited update. It
Correct.
came out a month ago.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Not long-awaited.
Okay.
We're not excited. He goes, James Gunn and I connected. No, James Gunn released a statement. You didn't connect. So you could spin that however you want. James Gunn said you're not in it.
He can spin anything once he's very strong arms.
Black Adam will not be in their first chapter of storytelling. However, DC and $7 have agreed to continue exploring the most valuable ways Black Adam can be utilized in future DC Universe multiverse chapters. Here's what's interesting about this.
Yes.
There are girls that I wanted to date in high school that I could have said, hey, let's continue exploring the most valuable ways that Neil Greathouse can be utilized in future relationships. He just 100% spun this.
That was the best. I don't know if it's called analogy. I don't know what it was.
I don't know.
That was the best thing.
It's like,
I've heard in 2022.
Come on.
And we've had a lot of years so far. And that's the best thing I've heard.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
So he goes on, he goes, James and I have known each other for years and have always rooted for each other to succeed. What?
Yeah, him and James Gunn, they're old buds.
This is gonna be interesting because it's no different now. And I will, this next statement.
He said it's no different now?
Yeah, he said it's no different now, and I will always root for DC, in parentheses, and Marvel to win and win big.
So he's in a job interview.
Yes.
He's winking at Marvel
100%.
while he's saying goodbye to DC.
Yep.
But not saying goodbye. He's saying, hey, we'll still be friends.
I think
it's like when I broke up with Courtney in high school. I was just like, hey, I just want us to be best friends. We're not gonna be best friends.
No, you're not going to.
You're not gonna be best friends with any girl. Like you get married, like, hey, here's my best friend is a girl I broke up in 11th grade, and I felt bad, so I said we're gonna keep being best friends.
And you're not. It's
no,
not.
I'm not best friends.
So I think Dwayne the Rock Johnson believes that the multiverse crosses over brands. He thinks that the multiverse is like, hey, and also Marvel, just so you know, if we're doing multiverse things, I could probably jump over there. Yeah. No, you can't.
Yeah, hashtag Sony
it's not,
also, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. He goes, you guys know me, and I have very thick skin.
Yes, we see it.
We
look like you literally
it.
look like raw leather. Like that's all you look like. You look like a baseball glove. That works out.
Catcher's mitt.
That's what you look like.
And you can always count on me to be direct with my words. These decisions made by James and DC leadership represent their vision and DCU through their creative lens. He basically found out on Google that he is not going to be in this. And then we've known each other for a long time. We're always pulling for each other.
Yeah.
What? Apparently not.
Yeah.
Not pulling. So let's talk about this a little bit. So was he ever really going to be a part of the continued? No.
Once the new people, it depends on how the movie went. I think if the movie would have been better.
And we said already, financially, it was a flop.
Yes.
It was a flop.
For how much they spent.
So this is also very interesting.
Okay.
There are records, there's proof that what Dwayne the Rock Johnson said about he came back after this report came out. He's like, no. I had my accountants and very smart people look into this, and we're definitely going to be making money. It's not true. That movie is not making money. Black Adam lost money. It is a PR spin because he's
Because he
really
can't
good
lose.
at it. Yeah.
And for someone who writes into his contract, he can't lose.
So that's what he's doing.
He's essentially saying he's never going to admit that it didn't go as well.
Never.
Because that would mean he's not 100%. Because his brand is I don't lose.
So
never lost.
And his son's never going to play for the Lakers, by the way.
Which son?
Sorry, I was.
Is that what he said?
I went to LaMelo Ball. I think it's LaMelo is what he says. They're never gonna play for the Lakers.
He might if they trade him.
Yeah, but never lost.
Never lost.
That. So this is where it gets a little bit even trickier. So when Dwayne the Rock Johnson, which I don't even know, do I call him Dwayne? It seems weird to call him Dwayne, but at this point, I think we have to call him Dwayne. I mean, when The Rock was working on this movie, he was working very hard to get Henry Cavill in the movie. And we've talked about this a little bit in the past because it was to help boost his numbers for all this. So
you want a good cameo.
There are parts, there are so many articles on this, but I don't want to go too deep on this. He knew this movie was going to flop, so he used Henry Cavill's popularity to boost his own numbers.
I mean, I feel like the way it was said, he didn't know it was going to flop.
Oh, he knew.
He did not know.
Oh, he absolutely
wanted better numbers.
You know,
how does he know it's going to flop?
Every movie, they project where this thing will end up in the box office.
So he saw, like, hey, we're not hitting the projections. We need to get a cameo in here.
Yes. This movie will not do as well as what we've hyped it up to be. So this is the other thing. the DCEU at the time, didn't have
What does he stand for? Environment?
Extended universe.
Okay.
Extended universe. So now it's just the DC universe is what they're calling
DC,
it.
because they're not.
And DC films.
Okay.
Right. Because they're not. It's not all that. What they actually figured out was that old regime, the people that were in charge, there was no showrunner. Now they've got James Gunn and Peter Safran. Those guys are in it now. But because there were no showrunners, they were basically open to do anything we could possibly do to make money.
Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson knew that this was a dead carcass. This is the way this, and he was there to pick the last ounce of meat off the bones of a dying franchise, because he knew that if this thing did get spun off with somebody else comes in, Black Adam is not at the top of the list of characters. We're at the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, yeah. I'd never heard of Black Adam.
No one has.
You have Superman and Batman in your franchise.
Right. Green Lantern, Flash, Wonder Woman. You start naming all these. There's no way you're getting
many good ones.
You're never going to get down there to him. So what's really kind of a little bit interesting about this is he has zero ownership or oversight of the DCEU going in the past, but he started to speak on behalf of it because we have said this for a long time. He is a PR machine.
Oh,
he knows how to spin it.
He could slap a tortilla on anything.
So why would he have spoiled the fact that Henry Cavill is in his own movie like he did in his gym, and he did it multiple times before the movie ever came out, to hype people up to go see it.
Come get it,
and they realized that he's in there for 15 seconds at the end of it.
Yeah, and I can watch it on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay. So what is
you think he knows YouTube exists?
Yeah, I think
I don't.
Maybe, he probably doesn't.
No.
So this is where it gets interesting. Is James Gunn? I'm trying to be politically nice about all this stuff, but I tell you the facts.
Is it because The Rock's running for office? Is that what you?
No. So Dwayne the Rock Johnson was approached about being in Zachary Levi's Shazam 2.
Yes.
He refused.
He said it was beneath him, pretty much.
Yes.
I saw that.
He said, I refuse to be in that.
Zachary Levi came out and talked about that, right?
Yes. He came out and he's like, bro, what? They should only have been fighting each other.
They are connected.
Right.
Like it's not just they're in the same universe. It's they're what is it? Raggedy Ann and Andy. Why did I use that as my partnership?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's Batman and Joker is what they are.
Yeah, they're
Batman and Joker.
Absolutely connected.
That's how they're connected.
He should only be fighting Shazam.
Yes.
That's the only person he'd be fighting. But what he said is, he said, no, I'm bigger than that. That's why I'm trying to get Superman in this universe. He strong-armed that whole thing.
Yeah, he's trying to make him look like that's his equal.
Right, and it's not.
No.
Absolutely not. And he even kind of hinted towards that. He goes, there's the strongest person in the universe, but there's also the smartest person in this town, this fake town, Kondak or whatever it was. So this is...
it's a kid on a skateboard. Nobody can catch him.
This it's so bad.
Did he not need to know? Did he not need to know?
Henry Cavill is like he's crushed by this whole thing because he believed the hype that all this stuff was actually be there, and the old leadership said yes. Now, actually, if you want to really get into it, I actually agree 100% with what James Gunn is doing. He's rebooting this franchise to be what it needs to be, fully connected. And we cannot be so held on to these characters that are out there. So Wonder Woman got cut. Wonder Woman 3 was going to happen. It got cut.
But is she going to be back? Is Gal Gadot going to be Wonder Woman?
They're still in talks with Gal Gadot.
Okay, she's great.
She's really great at it. Yes, so that's also interesting because the Batman movies with Matt Reeves, that's going to be still in DC, but they just don't know if it's absolutely connected over. So that all has to get played out. There's contracts. There's a lot of stuff in there. Yeah. But like this shows you.
And what about the Joker?
Yeah. Oh,
Joker 2 is happening.
Right. It's already. So the existing movies that are already in play, The Flash will play out. It's just a money grab. They're hoping to make enough money off of it. What happens in that movie has no bearing whatsoever on what happens on going forward.
Even though it's going to feel like you're connecting the whole universe. Yep. It's going to feel like Spider-Man No Way Home.
Right. But it doesn't connect anything.
Yeah.
The other one is Aquaman, Lost Kingdom. Will definitely still happen, but it is not connected to anything. They have spent almost double. This was $180 million budget. They're now up over $220 million
on Aquaman
in reshoots.
Aquaman,
yes,
because they have to get rid of Amber Heard.
Yeah, well, there's that, but there's also they had Batman cameos in it, they had Flash cameos in it, and all those things don't really matter anymore.
So they're
stuff's going away. So they've had to reshoot all these different things to change the way the plot goes.
Okay, so it's almost like they're just kind of like tail ending this. It's like the last. It's like Shaq on the Celtics. Like, okay, you'd had a great run.
They're just having fun.
But now you're just getting rid of it. You're getting a little bit of money, getting an extra contract. So they got Joker 2, you got Batman 2.
Yes.
Those are happening.
Yes.
And then you've got Aquaman 2, and then you've got Flash 1.
And that one comes out. But see, Ezra Miller, it's an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah.
So they can't. All of this stuff wasn't well connected to begin with, so don't fight over, I wish we had all this. The only thing is we loved some of the people who played them.
Yeah.
Did I love Ben Affleck playing? No, not really.
He did okay.
He did okay. Better than
Christian Bale?
The new ones.
Robert Pattinson?
Oh, I love Robert Pattinson.
Oh no, he's not better than Robert. Pattinson's way better.
Way better. Right. So you can't hold on to that. The problem is Henry Cavill falls into that same category. I wanted him. Yeah. He's 39. Yeah. He's not going to be able to continue on in this new story that James Gunn himself is writing about a young up-and-coming reporter at the Daily Planet. That's what will be the future of all this.
You know what sucks the most about all this?
What?
Is I know you've done it. Whenever there's like a new role coming out for that, and you think, man, I could get that maybe, you know?
Yeah.
I'm too old now.
No.
Henry Cavill's too old. He's 2 years older than me.
Yeah, but you look better than him. Why are you laughing at that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
There's no
true.
reason. Only because I've seen myself. Is why I say that.
I have looked at myself.
And I've seen photos of him.
I know this is longer than a 5-minute episode on this one.
But
this
depends how fast they speed it up.
This is this is all. So The Rock coming out with this statement saying, "Hey, I'm not going to be in the first chapter of DCU." Guess what, man?
What?
You're adding first chapter to something because you're acting like and supposing there will be a second chapter you're going to be in, and it's not going to happen.
This all wasn't the prologue. No, you were in a different book, my guy.
Right. So
you were in the first draft.
It was fun while it lasted, I guess.
So there's 4 that'll happen that are not connected, and then everything after that he's gonna. And he might bring them in if he feels like it.
Right.
I could see maybe Batman. I could see him using Gal Gadot. I doubt he'll use any of the other people. Aquaman will probably change on. I do like Momoa, but I just don't think he's gonna.
So
hold
the whole thought on that is Lobo is a character. I don't know if you read the comics.
Yeah, I did.
Crazy. And they think that is who he is going to be in the new
Lobo
DC. Oh yeah, crazy wild hair, big, huge like face paint and body paint and all this kind of stuff. Like just a bad dude.
Okay.
Who makes questionable decisions. And it's like, okay, I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
So. The DCU is in good hands.
Wait, is Jason Momoa going to play Lobo?
Yes. That's the rumor right now.
So he'll be in it, but he's not going to be Aquaman.
No.
But he's great, and they want to keep him.
Yeah.
So it's like they're picking out, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why, honestly, I do think that's why Dwayne the Rock Johnson said, hey, in the DCEU and also Marvel, I'm really open to whatever. It's like he's kind of going, here's my soft pitch. Hey guys, now I can play on your team.
Yeah.
No, man. Like he just needs to be done. He's
with superhero movies? Or all acting.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're saying acting as if what he's doing has been acting.
Excuse me. Greatest actor of a generation. That's what he told me he was. He would never. I'm his passionate friend. He would never lie to me.
Hey, my passionate friends. I want to give you an update that you weren't asking for.
Can we open the podcast with like, hey, passionate friends, time to bring you the news.
I want to do that. Let's do that.
Hey, welcome to Delilah. Hey, my passionate friend, and we want to bring you the news.
Hopefully this helps you stay a little bit smarter on what's going on. Here's when you will know exactly what is happening, what the 10-year plan is for DCU with James Gunn. It'll happen mid to end of January. They're presenting their plans to all of the executives at the end of December, beginning of January. It'll take a while for it to actually pan out. You're talking about contracts. You're talking about major groundwork that needs to be done. This is what we have wanted. You're going to have to be okay with some other of the old stuff going away to get the new stuff going forward that is actually connected.
Yep.
So
how old's James Gunn?
I don't know. He might be in his 40s.
So he's older than Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
So it's kind of judgy to be rude about a guy who works out a lot.
It kind of is. Yeah.
Wow. So let's be nice to the guys in their late 30s. What do you think, Neil?
You're younger than James Gunn.
You know what? I've always said that about myself.
You could do this.
That's actually on my business card. Tyler Tarver, younger than James Gunn. And they're like, who's James Gunn?
Who is it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm your guy. All right. That's how I talk to people. All right. And they're like, just order. And I'm like, welcome to Domino's. All right. Give me them cheesy breadsticks.
I've never had cheesy breadsticks. They sound great.
We have diabetes. Is what I've heard.
I have that, but no cheesy breadsticks. Yeah,
they have cinnamon sticks, twisty cinnamon sticks.
Oh, that seems less carbohydrate. Why do they keep twisting all
of our little appetizers? They're just going to twist it. It's like, this ain't a bop it. Stop doing this.
Apps.
Half off the maps. All right. Hey, man, thank you guys so much for joining us for the news. If you would, I don't know, do whatever it is you want to do in your life. All right. See you later.
Later.